Right, how's everyone getting on? Quick video, counselling and suicidal thoughts. How would I work with that in my practice? What could that look like? So yeah, obviously when we're talking about something like this, and if this video is going to be triggering, I will put a link to where to get help and support, like fast as well. So yeah, if we're working with something like this, it's a big topic, but I do believe that you should be able to talk about it without the counsellor jumping to conclusions and assuming the worst as well, because sometimes we are just feeling this way. It doesn't mean we're going to act on it. But that being said, we also need to make sure as counsellors, just as human beings, that the person is safe as well, and that when they leave, or if it's a physical session, or log off if it's online, that they're going to be okay, you know. So we do what's called a safety plan together, and it's different questions and things looking at where you go to for support, what you're going to do if you're triggered, like all different things. And there's heaps of safety plans online. I have my own saved on my laptop that I can use, but there's lots of templates and things for them. But anyways, back to the point, it should be safe enough for you to express how you're really feeling without fear of, if I say this, is the counsellor going to go and ring somebody, or you know, jeopardize the confidentiality. We work within you know, everything being confidential unless somebody is in danger, or unless somebody tells you that somebody they know is in danger as well. Because not even just as a job, but as a human being, you know, you want to safeguard people, you want to make sure people are okay. So that's what that means, and that's the difference with that. So anyway, if we're working with suicidal thoughts, how would I work with that in my practice? So I want to know when this started, where the client thinks this has came from. If there's links to past, I want to know if they are open to working on healing that, and doing deep level work, which could be in the style of a psychodynamic approach, which is, you know, really digging into the past and looking at the links into the now. All these labels for approaches, by the way, you can just describe them how you want to. I describe psychodynamic approach as past work. I describe CBT as the now and putting coping in place and mechanisms. Person-centered is how I was trained, which I believe it's a very nice, gentle but powerful approach of just being present for somebody with a few of tools thrown in there. So anyways, yeah, creating that safe space, non-judgment as always, positive regard for somebody no matter what they're saying or how they're feeling. You know, if it's heavy for them, you know, really putting yourself in their shoes and understanding what that's like. I've been suicidal a few times in my life, and it's that kind of feeling where you think nothing's going to get better, so here's a solution. You know, your mind goes, here's a solution. But there's this saying that I really like and use, and it's that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary issue. Because everything we experience here in Earth School, I call it Earth School because that's what it feels like for me, everything we experience is temporary. You know, so don't let your mind fool you when it's in that dark space. Don't let it fool you that this is it and nothing's going to change, you know, because we don't know that. And watch for how things that your mind's saying as well. It'll be very final things like, it's always going to be like this, or you're a failure, or you're never going to get any better. It's so final, and it's not true. It's so convincing. When you're in a dark space, it's hard to see anything else. Also with suicidal thoughts, you might want to go down the route, if there's nothing coming to mind, like emotionally, what could be linking to this, you might want to go down the route of looking at other things that can make us feel really low, which can be deficiencies, believe it or not. I've worked with people who thought they were depressed, and it turned out it was a B12 deficiency. You've also got like your vitamin D, you know, you get also your sunshine that you're getting. Everybody feels better in the summer, so it might be that you need a SAD lamp, which is seasonal affective disorder, a lamp with bringing in that light in the winter, so your brain gets that light. You might want to look at your lifestyle, your diet, anything that can be contributing to how you're feeling, which is a message usually from the mind or the body that something needs to change. Depression can also be a response to you feeling like this is not okay, and you want to bring change into your life, so you're feeling low. You know, there's lots we can dig into to see what could be going on for you. So I mean, I could go on about this topic for ages, and like I said, it's something that I've experienced. It's not nice, it's a scary place to be in, and the best thing you can do is open up and reach out. You might have seen when other people have actually took their own life, and you might have seen people commenting about it, say online, and saying, I wish they'd just reached out to us, I wish they'd just said, because everybody around you, that's how they feel, you know, when something like that happens. They're like, wish I could have helped them. So reaching out is half the battle, you know, letting somebody know. And if that can't be somebody that you know, there's heaps of organisations and charities now that you can reach out to. So I'm going to put the link for that either in the comments, or I'm going to be posting this in a few places, but I'll put it in the comments in most places, or in the title or something, so it's there. And yeah, just if you're watching this and you have been feeling like this, like that, just give yourself some credit for what you've been battling, because when your mind's not right, everything is so much more difficult in your life. It really, really is. From brushing your teeth to getting out of bed, the simple things feel like going up a mountain with a backpack full of bricks, you know. So yeah, I'm under nataliecounselingservices.co.uk. As always, peace, love and light, and thank you for watching this video.